Welcome back to Blacks in Motion. Now, the first topic I want to handle today is the NBA and some proposed changes to some of the rules. The first one, new Commissioner Adam Silver had already said that he wanted to change how players come into the NBA. He feels like they're too young. That's right. He feels that now players need to be removed 2 years from their high school graduating class. Remember those times when we used to be able to draft straight out of high school? Well, not anymore. Right now, you have to be at least 1 year away from your graduating class, or should I say, you have to be a certain age. And most guys attain that age because, believe it or not, many of them actually either go to school an extra year or play an extra year in prep school. So it's actually like 5 years of high school. So the age limit, they're meeting it usually right when they're coming 1 year out of college. And now Adam Silver and some of the people there in the NBA are saying that it should be 2 years. Now, there are a little bit of pros and cons to that decision. The good thing that could happen, the guys will come out with better fundamental skills. They'll have 2 years of college up under their belt, possibly at a supreme great program under a good coach, and they'll know more about the game. Also, they'll be more mature. A lot of people seem to forget when you're a rookie in the NBA, you're upwards of 19, 20 years old. Basically, you're still a kid with a boatload of money. Well, that's one of the cons that I want to kind of harp on for just a second. You have to wait on your big payday now. If you have to spend 2 years in college or wait a couple of years after you get out of high school, then you're going to have to wait to fill your pockets up, help your family buy those rims, whatever it is you want to do with your money. The other bad thing about it is you always are subject to possibly getting hurt. That always sucks. It always takes one play for you to blow out your knee, blow out your ankle, and your whole career is derailed if you feel like you have to play an extra year in college. If you ask me, I would like the rule because I think guys should go and play a couple of years in college to get groomed to be better players. But the one thing I don't like about it, the only beneficiary out of this whole thing, outside of possibly the players, is the NCAA. College basketball is going to reap benefits from this. Why? Because they don't have to pay the players, and they're going to make millions on these guys if they're superstars, like some of the young stars we have now that possibly could have made the jump straight into the NBA out of high school. Those guys are going to fill stadiums, they're going to fill seats, they're going to be able to pay their best coaches the best prices and the best salaries, and all the while just waiting for those kids to simply play their minutes out and make the transition out. But now they get to lock them in for 2 whole years. But I guess we'll see how that plays out. Remember, it's only proposed. The last thing I'm not even going to spend no whole time on, they're talking about expanding the court, which really ain't that bad. But they're also talking about introducing possibly a 4-point shot. A 4-point shot? Look, we have 2s and we have 3s. And that's all we need to really concern ourselves about. Like I said, I'm not even going to waste no time on it. A bigger court, maybe. 4-point shot, man, keep that on the shelf. Y'all do that when I'm dead and gone. But anyway, stay tuned right here to Blacks in Motion, and we'll come back and we'll talk about a rule change possibly that's going to take place in the NFL. Stay logged on.